What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome to the No Horsing Around podcast. Breaking news kind of just came out here recently and wanted to get you guys' thoughts, opinions, views. We've already talked about it a little bit as Colts fans. Chris Mortenson reporting that Carson Wentz likely traded or released before that March 19th deadline. It's kind of what we're looking for. I know he's due a roster bonus. Just wanted to hop on here and get a great conversation going with you guys. Are you for this? Are you against this? What type of compensation would you want? What type of draft pick would you want? Would you want a second, a third, a fourth? Would you take anything? Would you rather just release them if you can't get, say, a second, third, or fourth? Who would you trade them for? Would you trade them for a player? Would you trade them for picks? Who will be the next quarterback? Do you go for a bridge quarterback? Do you make a big move, an all-in? Is this that all chips in mentality that Jim Irsay has been preaching this whole offseason? So many things to talk about when it comes to this topic. So many different ideas. I'm interested if you guys are kind of from that camp that you want to trade him and then pick up a free agent, which is very, very thin. You know, I think Jameis Winston would top that free agency class this year. A guy that you may take a chance on a one-year deal as a bridge quarterback. I know Ballard said no more Band-Aids, but I think at this point you're probably going to, unless you're able to land something huge like a Russell Wilson, an Aaron Rodgers, you know, which is probably very unlikely. You know, I mean, when it's all said, I think Wilson, Rodgers, Carr, these players probably all end up with the same team they played for last year. It's just too hard to find a quarterback. This draft class has a lot of holes in the quarterback grouping. I do think there are things to like and traits about several different quarterbacks in this draft. That being said, there's just not a complete quarterback. There's not a guy that you feel like, oh my gosh, day one, I can roll out here with them. Most of these guys, in my opinion, would be guys that you sit for some of the year, if not all of the year, groom them into that system, teach them what Frank Reich would expect of them, and then maybe take the training wheels off year two. I don't know. Maybe they see something different. Maybe they want to, learn on the fly. And maybe they say, hey, this year, no matter what, we're going to roll with it. Maybe they take a stab at Jimmy G. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? This is for you guys. Maybe they signed a Jameis Winston to a one-year deal. He has a great year. Then you've got a guy valuable enough to trade, maybe get some compensation for. Even if you say you pick up a free agent, Jimmy G, Jameis Winston, and then you also draft somebody this year. Like you had your bet. You do both. This is going to be a great debate. But that's right. Breaking news. Chris Mortenson says very likely that he's going to be released or traded. My opinion is there's going to be a better market for Carson Wentz than some people expect, especially for those teams that strike out. I don't believe, all of those big names that we've heard. I just don't think that those guys are going to be let go. And the type of compensation it would take is going to be astronomical. Now that we know what's happened with Matthew Stafford and the type of compensation that they gave up with Matthew Stafford to get to the Super Bowl, I mean, can you imagine going after somebody else who might even be on that level or even better? The type of compensation and how many years down the road. But we're built to win. I say an all chips in, a big move is needed here in Indianapolis. We're really just a quarterback away from competing. We really are. We really are just a quarterback away from competing. So light us up. If you haven't already subscribed, like it, join the family, become a part of the No Horsing Around conversation. And guys, as always, I love you. Steven loves you, and we're out.